Hello, fellow humans of the planet Earth. Today we will be discussing about how I was able to become a goal achiever from goal setter. So, without doing much ado, let's take a plunge into this game changing journey of mine. So, I'm pretty much sure that all of you guys at some point in your life might have heard from your professors in the universities, your college, from some of the motivational speakers that in order to attain success in your life, you need to have goals. And not just goals, you need to have the process in order to attain these goals. And these goals are not just supposed to be just the goals, they are supposed to be smart goals. Now, with smart, what we mean here is they're supposed to be specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time bound, which is the common phenomenon that you would more or less hear from every motivational speaker. Now, in order to attain success, there are three steps that normally anybody would recommend you to do. That is, step one would be to set a goal. The goal should obviously be a smart goal. The step two is to have the process in place in order to attain these goals, and step three is to associate your process with the end results that you're trying to look for. Every time you have this set of goals that you want to achieve, you have the process, everything in place, which I did every time I was trying to set some goal for my life. But did that mean that since I had process in place, I was able to achieve these goals every time that I had? The answer is no. At times I was able to attain these goals. Now, in order to give you a little bit more context of what we are trying to achieve here, or what I'm trying to convey here, let me give you an example. I wanted to start reading books. Now, in order to start reading books, I did set a smart goal for myself, and that was that I will read at least 2 books. That was my goal that I wanted to do. Now, in order to do that, the second step was to have a process. So I came up with a process saying that I will be reading books for say 15-20 minutes every day in order to attain that goal. The third step it was to associate my process of reading book for say every day for 15-20 minutes. I associated that process with my end results, and that was to finish 2 books per month. And whenever that happened, whenever I failed to attain these goals, I ended up somehow changing these goals, thinking or telling myself that these goals probably are not smart enough, probably they are not attainable or they are not realistic. So let me change the goal. Little that I knew that the problem was not the goal, the problem was not the process, the problem was the association of that process to the end results. Now, how I was able to discover this wonderful fact, that was because I came across a book called Atomic Habits written by James Clear. Now, as per that book, James says that, and you don't only need association of that process, you also need to have a fourth angle in place, and that is to form an identity for yourself. Once you have that identity in place, associate your process not with the end results, but associate it with this identity that you have formed for yourself that you were trying to attain. Now, in this case, the identity that I was trying to attain was to become a reader. I formed that identity for myself that what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to become a reader. Now, I associated my process with this identity that I was trying to achieve or I was trying to attain. The moment I made this change, I formed and I determined the identity for myself, and I associated the process with the identity that I was trying to achieve. I was able to enjoy the process more. The process had become more fun. I actually started loving the process. I ended up falling in love with the process of reading books. It was not an obligation anymore for me to go and sit and read the book. It was more of a fun activity, and that way I ended up achieving my goal of not only reading 2 books per month, I also ended up reading sometimes 3 books, sometimes 4 books per month. So that little change, my friends, made a huge difference on how I was trying to achieve the goals. All in all, the takeaway from this is, guys, please have this little change in your process wherein you can apply this to no matter what goal you're trying to achieve. Determine the identity that you guys are trying to achieve or trying to attain. Associate your process with the identity that you're trying to achieve rather than the end results that you are trying to achieve. I promise you guys, you will see the probability of you achieving the goal going haywire. Instead of say you achieving the goals say 30% of the time that you set the goals for yourself, you're not running behind the end results but the identity that you're trying to find here, which will make you fall in love with the process rather than process being an obligation for you. So I will leave you guys with that food of thought. If you guys think that this video has brought a little value in your life and made positive change in your life, please do consider liking this video, sharing this video with your friends. Let us know in the comment section what did you like about the video, and please consider subscribing to this channel. Until next time, adios.